4 days after a New York jury found Donald Trump should pay $5 million to the woman who accused him of sexually assaulting her, he will campaign in Des Moines. The jury in this case found there was a preponderance of evidence that Trump sexually abused author E. Jean Carroll in a Manhattan department store in the 90s. But there was not that level of evidence to prove that he raped her. Trump claims that he does not know who his accuser is, and his campaign spokesperson says he will appeal the judgment.
Political director Dave Price joins us now. And Dave, we're waiting to see if a case like this makes Iowa caucus goers want to move on to another presidential candidate in 2024.
Right. Now, most of Trump's presidential candidate challengers have refrained from really saying anything critical of him following this jury's decision. But former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson did call it, quote, another example of the indefensible behavior of Donald Trump, end quote. During Iowa PBS's Iowa Press today, I asked Iowa's Governor Kim Reynolds whether this jury's decision that Trump sexually abused a woman troubled her.
What bothers me is what I see happening at the southern border right now. What bothers me is an ineffective president and administration that is allowing the invasion of our country. I mean, that's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about what's happening right now. That should be the topic of conversation. Title 42 is just about today. Is it today? I don't know. Where it's they let that go away. We have over 5 million illegal immigrants that have entered the state. Look at what's happening with fentanyl. It is unconscionable. The number of young people that are being killed by fentanyl.
But all
the
this
borders
stuff
are
can
open.
matter, though, right? Are you just not going to weigh in on these individual things?
But no. Why should I? Let's focus on the big picture. We are facing a recession. We are seeing the cost of living escalate. We are seeing women's rights being decimated. We are seeing a border that the cartel are operating. I don't even know how they're doing what they're doing down in Texas and Arizona. I feel so sorry for those border communities.
Governor Reynolds has said previously that she does not plan to endorse the presidential candidate before the Iowa caucuses. She has appeared with Trump during his previous trip to the Quad Cities. She's also appeared with other candidates and is scheduled to appear alongside another candidate tonight, Vivek Ramaswamy. There is an event in Urbandale.